Live from the Pleasure Palace, it's the vicious and delicious Halloween special. I'm the master of ceremony, the essence of excellence, Mr. Black Snow. And of course, I got my podcast partner in crime, the unstoppable Mr. Big Rob. How the folks, Big Rob?
Man, trick or fucking treat, y'all. It's your man, Big Rob, a.k.a. the Excessive Overlord.
Yes, sir.
A.k.a. the Pied Piper of PPP.
Hold on, Big Rob. Something's wrong.
What?
This is the Halloween special.
I know exactly what you're talking about. It's Halloween.
Right.
We got our regular vicious and delicious.
Oh, yeah, we tripping. Hold on. And we're back. I'm sorry, man. Now we look like we're more like in the festive Halloween spirit.
Yes.
Welcome to the Vicious and Delicious Halloween special. Oh man, thank y'all so much for joining us, man. This is actually the first annual thing.
Halloween special. Yeah.
I think last time we started right after Christmas. I mean after.
It was like right after Halloween.
Not Christmas or shit. I'm tripping. But yeah,
it's the road.
Right. So I guess we can jump back in where we started from, huh, Big Rob?
Yeah, I'll say that.
All right, let's do it. Live from the Black Palace, the Vicious and Delicious Halloween special. Starting myself, the essence of excellence, the unstoppable Mr. Blackstone. Of course, I got the unstoppable Mr. Big Rob. I'm Papa Shango, some other shit going on. And of course, we got Big Rob calling the folks.
Like I said earlier, it's the Halloween special. I'm your man, Big Rob.
Yes, sir.
A.k.a. Reverend Jackson, to put something for that paper like I'm Creflo Dollar.
Creflo Dollar Bill.
A.k.a. the Sneaker Goat. Shout out to Penny Hardaway.
Yeah.
The Pied Piper PPP loans, like I said earlier. Most importantly, the illegitimate son of Morris Day, because my mama had that jungle love.
Oh, we yo.
Somewhere in Park State, she can feel the disturbance in the forest. Like, what's he doing wearing that? She's like calling me right now.
Oh, shit.
The Elon Musk of EBT code.
Always on time. EBT?
Elon, like I said, Elon of EBT. Always. Racist Voorhees.
Yeah, Halloween spirit for sure.
The dance hall derelict. One partner cocky.
One partner, this is on the selector 1 and 2.
The human Newport, because even they ban me, angels are still gonna fuck with me.
Rain down on me from heaven. In the long way.
Halloween special, vicious and delicious. Let's get it.
Man, welcome to the show, man. Hope everybody's having a good Halloween holiday. We're going to kind of falls on the Monday, so everybody's trying to do stuff on Saturday. So we go ahead and get one in while we can.
Yeah, Michael Myers knows the day, huh?
Yeah, he really knows it, except for with Friday the 13th. He had it on the 14th.
Right.
But yeah, man, we up in this day, man. Your boy Big Rob got suited and booted for the holiday. Big Rob, of course, is the honorable Reverend Jackson. And I think I just went with the Papa Shango, New Orleans voodoo doctor thing going on. So
next year he's gonna be wearing this chain and be Commodore Supreme fighting machine.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I got the tattoos for us. So
we're gonna knock out every Charles. We're gonna knock out every gimmick until he's the Godfather.
Right, we're knocking out podcast mums on this shit.
And don't call me Reverend Devon.
Man, but yeah, man, thank y'all for checking out the show. Let's go ahead and get into the wrap up. Big Rob, let the folks know what you've been up to, dog.
Since we've had a quicker turnaround from the last episode, it's only been a week.
Facts.
So, had a regular week, had a slight medical scare the other day, enough medicine and medical advice. I'm good now.
Oh, yeah?
Like weird chest pains and shit. Like,
yeah.
It's like hard to breathe and shit. And I'm like, oh man, is this how my story ends?
This one on the toilet.
Yeah, like it ain't going out like Elvis. I gotta get off the toilet first. But again, I'm good. The pain is subsiding, but I'm here. Like Michael Jordan in '97 finals, I'm always here to perform.
That's right.
Right, I'm gonna regret this in the morning. Like, oh God, I should have let something take me. But anyway, I'm good for now. That's been going for you, man.
We made it another day. Big Rob's been blessed. Yeah, I'm pretty Big Rob. Make sure you know what I'm saying, chest pain, shit, whatever. Anyway, man, I ain't been up to too much, man. Of course, working through your regular slave like everybody else, man. The good old 8 hours, 9 hours, sometimes 10-hour days.
Yeah.
Depending how it goes.
Y'all love capitalism.
Yes. Put some money in that, please. But no, man. Besides that, man. Shoot, that's all it is, man. By the time I get done with work, man, I got a little bit of time for whatever I got going on with the family. Eat a little bit, then shit, go to sleep. Got to do the whole thing all over again. And then plan for the show, of course.
The real thing about
the real job, you know what I mean? But
exactly.
yeah, besides that, man, everything's been really going really well. You know, I really can't complain, you know. Yeah, I'm thankful. Really thankful.
Almost time for Thanksgiving, so it makes sense.
Yeah, man, I sure am ready to get down some home cooking, man. I got, you know, having dreams about stuffing and
that's how you know
fried turkey and ham. And, oh, yeah. Oh, and shoot, speaking of fat, I actually lost a lot of weight during this job, too. So I'm down like 10 or so pounds. So, yeah. Gonna get slim and trim and then gain it all back for Thanksgiving.
Just make a room.
For sure. But shit, that's enough about us. Let's get into what's going on with these crazy ass celebrities and what's going on in the world, man. You know, last time we talked, we touched on Kanye, but actually there's some more updates since then on far as Ye or Mr. West or whatever's
whatever's going on.
Whatever's going on.
By the way, thank you for everybody for listening and people who reached out to me personally, wondering I was like, are you finally done with Kanye? Like, if you really listened to the show, you would have heard my answer. But whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this has been.
And there's some time to do that too.
Man,
make sure you tune in.
Treat it like a movie marathon, back to back.
Exactly. Yeah. This is where you do a Halloween marathon. Listen. Halloween marathon catch up for the Halloween special, which will be out this. Let me see, like Monday. We'll do it right on the day. So.
Exactly. And probably like a few of those Halloween movies probably have better continuity.
Right.
But go on that level.
But yeah, so the big deal now with Kanye is that one that allegedly he's lost $2 billion or $1.5 billion over a day or a couple of days.
Yeah, which is like 75% of his net worth.
Yeah, so mostly if you don't know, most of his money does come from endorsements with Shoe Deal and like other companies,
right,
with branding, of course. But
I didn't even know he was affiliated with it.
Right, so.
I knew Adidas, obviously.
Some marketing stuff and real estate. But anyway, a lot of these companies have drawn back over the comments that Kanye made on the Drink Champs podcast. Shout out to Nori and DJ Envy, right?
Yeah, Cypher Sound. Yeah.
Cypher Sound, there you go. But yeah, so 1.5 billion.
A beat.
So he went from being billionaire to being
100 millionaire.
Yeah, so he got I think his net worth without that is estimated. So his net worth and
net worth and wealth are two
around somewhere between I think they said 200 to 300 million or something like that. Which ain't nothing to sneeze at, but and of course we got a lot of feedback from last week's show on people how they felt or do they feel like Kanye is making
canceled,
making saying the wrong shit, or he keep his mouth closed, or is he being punished for being a free thinker, free speaker? Yeah. Even though I can't remember half the shit we talked about last week for some crazy reason. I don't know what happened, but I do kind of think this. I believe when Kanye was the stuff he was saying, it comes from. One, it comes from a lack of knowledge.
Supreme.
But it also comes from so you know how people will say something that has a little bit of, grip on it, as far as a way of thinking. Like, the whole, when you got really down on the Jewish people and stuff like that. And in a lot of ways, people can say, like, well, was he actually being anti-Semitic? Or he just, speaking on this, like, on what most stereotypes that people actually ingrain, which is not correct at all, but most people ingrain on on different people. So people actually think this is how all the rich Jewish people actually live, and and that's not fair to them. But it's like kind of like the same thing that happened with Nick Cannon when he started saying kind of the same thing.
And in his case, he didn't even really say anything. He just piggybacked off Professor Grip.
Right. So
and there's one thing we learned in life.
And that
never piggyback Professor Grip.
Yeah, and that show's not on anymore either.
And if he's listening, I'm sorry.
Sorry,
shout out to Chuck D.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
But I take his hat off.
Yeah, Clark Cobain over here. But anyway.
Yeah, man. So I think a lot of it. Oh man, look at got all this white shit. Go watch it. I think some of what he's saying is partly due to miseducation because actually a lot of people kind of believe some of the shit he was saying because they're miseducated too. And don't get me wrong, there's always room for correction, and to be at fault is to be human.
A friend of mine who is thoroughly enjoying the downfall. Give me a minute, and I'll be on the downfall of Ye. He actually mentioned that a lot of black people will believe white supremacy or anything like that if you just paint it black.
Yeah.
Because,
it's kind of a scapegoat. Like, you can say, well, he's black, man. They treat him bad because he's black.
Exactly. That's
and he's a billionaire.
That's
two. At the time he was.
Yeah. And, like, again, like everyone knows, I'm his biggest fan, no question.
Right.
And even like I said before, I'm not celebrating this shit. I'm not mad at his downfall or whatever because words and actions have consequences.
Right.
I mean, that doesn't take away my personal feelings for him. But the world is bigger than Robert Jackson, allegedly.
And bigger than Kanye.
And bigger than Kanye, allegedly. But at the same time, it's partially what we're saying about when Dave Chappelle had the issue with the trans community. Since I'm not really a member of that community, what they say really doesn't affect me personally, but it doesn't take away my understanding of how they feel as someone who's prominent talk shit about them.
Right, you can't tell them not to
be
offended.
And it comes to the case of Jewish people, anti-Semitism is so deeply ingrained in not only just American society, even in European society, that it comes across as, those don't even come across as stereotypes. Those come across as facts for a lot of people.
Yeah.
It shouldn't, obviously. We both know that Jewish people aren't greedy and money hungry and all this shit. But it's been so prominent forever that people just feel that's just the case.
Just the same thing would say.
The same thing about black people. Or like we were talking about earlier, the same thing with Hispanic people.
Yeah, Hispanic being lazy or black people being ghetto or always miseducated or don't know how to talk. Yeah, this America, like a lot of people are living to fight the stereotype of their people.
Right.
Or their ethnicity, or how you want to say.
The only bad part about that is when the people that tend to fight the stereotypes off, they deal right in the white supremacy.
Yeah, so
it's like passing one level just to join another.
I believe the thing with Kanye, we kind of do like one of them who kissed on him.
Yeah. The only one I don't hate.
Kind of like Star Child a little bit. Either I'm gonna take Lobo. I'll take Lobo. Black Lobo, baby.
Ooh, nice.
Baby.
Yeah.
Hey,
Who's eventually coming?
Anyway. I think with this, a lot of people need to understand that one, Kanye West, despite where he came from and where he got and everything else, he's still human. He's not Moses like he said on the podcast. He's not. I mean, he wants to be that. There's nothing wrong with want to be a leader for your people or be because he does have success. Like he knows how to build things up and his problem is I think maybe of course everybody's saying that. And we don't want to, I've said it for a long time, but I don't want to be, at this point now, in this junction, being like, carrying the narrative of crazy Kanye. Even though I do believe the man does need, and he said himself that, he does have, some issues with his mental health.
Yeah.
And he was taking medicine.
I'm not sure what he's doing now.
But, anybody could possibly look at these scenarios and saying these are episodes of mania, with the man that with mania, having these breaks of
mental breaks,
yeah, but at the same time, because it's Kanye, I mean, there's levels to it. He's always kind of did this, like so.
Right.
Is it just his personality? I mean, sure, that could be highs and lows with it, but I think he might be naturally kind of like that.
I mean, he's definitely always been arrogant.
Very passionate,
yeah.
but most of his opinions center around him being the center of the world, kind of thing. Like being the leader or to do this, to do that, or like the
only child syndrome. He's the only child.
Yeah.
Raised by a single mother. He was kind of the center of the universe in his house, and he's been telling his story for 20 years.
Yeah.
It could blend into some sort of psychosis break like that.
Maybe so.
And again, neither one of us are, trained psychologists. We don't know professionally.
Right. We're
both speculation.
Armchair psychologists, I guess, like everybody else.
Like I'm a podcast host in a church room. What the hell do I know?
Right.
But and again, to go back to your main point, I know some people are celebrating, some people are vilifying. But when it comes to me, I'm not trying to be like, oh, whataboutism, none of that bullshit.
Yeah.
We do this in a society when it comes to anti-Semitism, racism, sexism, homophobia, transphobia, whatever you want, whatever is the time someone prominent says something unbelievably incendiary.
Sure.
People get mad at them. People release statements.
Up in arms.
They're up in arms. But eventually the heat dies down, their career continues. I mean, if we can stay on the anti-Semitism train, has there ever been a more anti-Semitic person than Mel Gibson?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously.
There's one guy I can think.
I mean, one guy with a really small mustache. I think, but I mean, in modern.
I want to build her.
Yeah. But in modern pop culture.
Yeah. Well, it's just.
I mean, there's rumors about Walt Disney, but he did whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, just like Mel Gibson said on tape some pretty fucked up shit, and he still winning Academy Awards.
Did he win with acting?
Yeah, I mean, like that Dunkirk movie.
Yeah,
exactly. I mean, he's done shit after that. I mean, so I'm not saying it's over for Kanye West.
No.
I mean,
but I also remember he was behind the camera, not in front.
That's the whole point, though.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah.
Not like he's behind.
Also, you also gotta remember that he isn't.
Yeah, I know that there's a factor.
And if you're like, well, if you ever seen that, I point to my skin.
Yeah, I mean,
obviously a white man.
Yeah, I get that as a factor. I'd be a moron to ignore that. But at the same time, he said all this anti-inflammatory stuff in a very Jewish-run industry, and he's still nominated for Academy Awards and still making movies to this day.
True.
I'm saying, like, it ain't gonna be over for Kanye. I mean, there's probably gonna be the people like who be like, I ain't never listen to his shit again, which is perfectly fine.
And that was a long time ago, though.
Yeah, exactly.
That's way before this shit.
Way before this shit happened. Yeah, this was.
And you cannot not listen to it because it's so popular. But
that and you hang out with me all the time, so it's what's gonna happen.
And you give this guy control of the aux cord.
Yeah. Like, you're hearing the new yeah. But anyway, in his case, I mean, like, if he actually genuinely apologizes, I mean, like, people are going to want to work with this person again because he's clearly too influential a person to not endorse your brand.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, quiet as it's kept. I know the Adidas thing was a huge deal, but if you've really been paying attention, he's been either purposely trying or accidentally trying to get out of his Adidas deal for a while.
Yeah, and then that whole thing is showing up at the Skechers headquarters.
At first I didn't
with
think
video camera. And
I didn't think that was real at first until I was like, oh, this really happened. Why?
I had to be like some. I think he's getting. Also, he likes to be inflammatory in certain ways.
He likes to be inflammatory.
I think he's trying to get in his Candace Owens bag.
Let's be honest here.
He's right. He said he was doing some kind of.
He's being manipulated too.
Well,
by people like Candace Owens.
Yeah, I think when you have people that share same views, or people who can say yeah, or people that
And I'm not saying that's because Candace Owens is smart.
Stroke you or whatever.
Candace Owens is not smart. Let's just be honest here.
He was just he was bigging her up with her documentary that nobody besides people in that mindset knew about.
Nobody that doesn't subscribe to the Daily Wire, which
right.
Ever fucking saw that damn thing.
But
also, let's just be fair. Let's be fair too. She really don't feel that way. She's in it for the money.
She likes to. It makes her unique. The black woman who sits on the side of this.
She's
let's be honest. I know people who are, in the same kind of space where they kind of believe some of this stuff, and they are people of color too.
Yeah, I think black people aren't a monolith, so
right. You got people of all shapes, races that believe in
a lot of conservative
different kinds of things. Yeah. But to go kind of put a pin in this a little bit, says we did a whole fucking thing
for now
to the next
until he shows up
scenario.
Until he shows up with a chainsaw at the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, hopefully something positive next thing.
Yeah.
People can say, well, he does a lot of positive. People don't, of course, they'll talk about.
But they don't talk about
enough.
Yeah, not enough.
But anyway, what I want to say is, I want to also say this, especially because most of the stuff, when you look at a figure like Kanye West, people's opinions also mix with who they are, like race, religion, or political standing, or stuff like that. And I want to say, even if you can say things as far as like Kanye West, who he is, what he looks like, or what he does, and what he has done, Everything. Well, I don't want to say that. We're going to say everything's not conspiracy, but that's not true. But everything can be pointed out, on the fact you got to sometimes actually take race out of things because
which is harder for people.
It's really hard, especially hard with people who are minorities and have to deal with shit that Kanye West doesn't really doesn't have to deal with anymore.
Or at this point,
he points out shit, but sometimes he's really above some of the shit he's talking
about. At this point in life,
in a way.
Not to deal with it anymore.
Right. But anyway, I'm saying is like, you have a lot of people, especially in our community, black community, justifying, just because he said that, but Kanye, and we get like, we're not saying, even I'm not saying let's throw Kanye in the trash. Everybody say that sometimes on Facebook, but it's not. I'm not literally saying throw him in the trash.
As a human, he's not. Saying
as a human, or he's not redeemable because I've been redeemed and shit like that. So I can't say that about anybody.
Right. I'm literally Reverend Jackson. That's my job.
There you go. But what I'm saying is, you can't your justification can't be always, it's the system holder. Because sometimes guys like Kanye West, they had the system on their side at a point, and even some of those people are kind of like, damn, this nigga a little too crazy. He might need to back he's a liability at this point. And there's nothing wrong with speaking your mind, because that's what the fuck we do every fucking week, or every other week. There you go.
Yeah.
But you also got to keep in mind that everybody's opinion, we have opinions, but you also got to be mindful of people as far as who they are. You don't want to offend people's religion, people's ethnicity, things like that.
Yeah, I mean, they're like one thing I don't like is his new fans. When I mean fans, you know what I'm saying. Not pointing at him, but you know what I'm saying.
Well, they're not that way though.
Yeah, I'm just saying they're over there.
And that's wrong with white family. What the fuck white? We're just talking about fucking racists. That's what we're talking about. People who
fuck, he being silenced for his freedom of speech, and it's like everyone's entitled to their freedom of speech.
Yeah.
Everyone's entitled to their opinion.
Yeah.
You're not entitled to be free of criticism or consequences for those opinions.
Oh yeah, just because you can say doesn't mean.
Yeah, just because you can say a lot of things. Also, there are things that aren't opinions.
This is fucking, wrong.
Yeah.
It's racist.
Saying Black Adam's not that good of a movie is more than likely an opinion.
For sure.
Saying that Jewish people are the scourge of the earth isn't an opinion. It's an unnecessarily evil untruth.
Yes.
Those are two entirely different things.
Right.
I know those are extreme examples, but that's just,
that's
my time. Yeah.
And also pointing out when people say certain things without abruptly, or, being fully out there, but they're saying these things, new Black Panther movie, having an opinion about something already is really because of what the movie's about or who the people are playing in the movie, stuff like that. So when you say something more or less like, hey, the reason why y'all really saying this is not because, you can't have the opinion on why I hate this movie. You're really just kind of saying this for me just looking at your character, and then even I can look at your Facebook page to see the stuff you tag or stuff. You're only saying this because deep down it hurts you, the fact that this movie is happening.
Yeah, it ain't that you don't like fucking.
And
it ain't because you don't like the Peter Leongo.
Yeah.
It's you don't like black people.
And the part that is even funnier when you point this out, without even saying the R word, they throw it on you. Oh, you're racist because you said that.
You're racist because you said it about me and I'm white.
No, you're racist.
You're racist.
I didn't have to say you're ignorant, because the only reason you are so up in arms with this movie happening is because of it's not what it's not what you want to happen.
Exactly.
Again. But I digress. Let's jump on something else, Big Rob. I'm so tired of Kanye.
Yeah, I mean, I put it to end it for now.
Mm-hmm.
If me, Big Rob, the president, #1 fan and client of the Kanye West fan club can't defend it, no one on earth can defend it.
It's wrong.
It's wrong.
All around.
All around. I know people are mad at me because I'm not burning copies of late registration or whatever. But he's already spent that money. It don't fucking matter.
Yeah, you already sold those bootlegs. You got all the money you probably could get at.
Yeah, I officially bought those, but still, you know what I'm saying? But that's just more of a demonstration. That's a clout demonstration. It's not really doing anything. Burning a CD in 2022 means absolutely nothing. Right. Everything's fucking digital anyway.
We'll see you next week for the next.
We'll see you for the next.
What Kanye do this week? Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and get something because we got a theme going on, man. Of course, you see us in all this damn get up. Let's give us some Halloween themed stuff because I'm pretty sure some people want to know, what our favorite Halloween things are, or favorite Halloween. Let's do some top five. So we haven't done some top
five
five in a long time.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and get into. I'm going to put a graph here. Listen, Big Rob Blackstone's Halloween top five.
Dun dun.
Yeah. First thing up, let's do something easy.
Of course.
Let's do the top five Halloween candies
Ooh.
of all time, according to the bitch in this pocket.
Yeah.
Blackstone, Big Rob. Big Rob, off the top of your head, what do you think the number 5 candy should be?
Number 5.
And it had to be also criteria had to be
Trick or treat available.
Trick or treat available, and usually something they give out around this time.
Yeah. So it doesn't have to be seasonal.
So use like a miniature or something like that.
A fun size, yeah.
Sure.
Alright, so at number 5, I'm going to put Kit Kats.
Kit Kat is number 5.
I mean, they're available all year, we all know. But there's something about
Good
it, like,
choice.
we just get the little break, the 2-piece, especially when you're still trick-or-treating, when I'm still young enough to do that. You can eat it like a power bar, and you can go to the next 4 houses and stop, and non-stop.
Yeah, also my favorite candy. Well, chocolate candy.
Yeah. And number 4, for me personally,
Number 4.
and this is because, again, I'm a fan of them year-round, I'm going to go Twizzlers.
Twizzlers.
Now, the only...
That's odd.
That's odd, I know, but now, of course, regular size Twizzlers that you buy at the grocery store at the movies are better than the fun size Twizzler because of the consistency.
Yeah.
And the bite size are a little softer or whatever, you can just get through it faster or whatever. But, the flavor is good, and it just reminds me of being a kid.
Okay. I wasn't expecting.
Yeah, number 3,
Number 3.
Starburst.
Starburst.
Matter of fact, if we can do 3A, 3B, I'll do Starburst Skittle.
Because they're kind of in the same.
They're kind of in the same category, also available year round.
Like cousins.
Yeah. They you know what? They're mamas and sisters, but they got different days. Like, there we go.
Yeah, you
They fit in your pocket, so you can take them everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And, quick, keep going.
Yeah.
Plus, the only drawback with Skittles is people want to share.
Not Halloween.
They're not on Halloween, though. You got your own damn bag.
All right, you know that.
And number 2, you got the fun size Snicker.
The fun size.
Regular Snickers, or, you can eat a Snicker that's a snack.
Yeah.
The
It's like dessert.
The mini Snickers are an insult the older you get. Because that's just a square.
Mm.
Fun size Snickers combines the fun of Halloween and the satisfaction of actually eating the Snickers. While you're 8 years old, you got to be in bed by 10.
Mm.
So, you're eating the whole one, but you're not eating the whole one,
Yeah, okay.
And of course, number 1, which is also my favorite candy of all time, has to be Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Ah.
And like the Starburst Skittle Twizzler thing, has to be the right scenario. Because regular size Reese's are great.
Mm-hmm.
King size Reese's are great.
Amazing.
Now, the little bitty Reese's they put in the foil, those actually suck.
You gotta be quick with it.
You gotta be quick with those, and like
Cause they'll melt in your butt.
they'll melt in your pocket. And the chocolate peanut butter ratio is always off. It's always too much chocolate.
Hmm.
And the peanut butter part is always like this cake at the bottom because they gotta feel like a little mini cup. But if you get the little individually wrapped ones, those are perfect. Like those, or like the pumpkin Reese's, which are fucking amazing. Like I have to get them every year.
Mm.
And by extension, the Easter egg.
You gotta remind me of the roasted Sterling peanut butter cup.
Yeah, which are actually pretty good.
Yeah.
And for me, those are my top 5 Halloween
Those
candies.
kind of like stolen.
Yeah, that's true. What about you?
All right. Kind of the same. Yeah, for the most part. Coming in at number 5 has to be blow pops.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, you get them year round, but you always great when you get one Halloween time because 1, they last forever. 2, they're handheld. 3, they don't melt.
Very true.
So tried and true, and it's not even a bad blow pop. Dum Dums, there's some bad ones you don't want. Blow pops, everything's pretty good. Even you got some people out there like grape.
Yeah, or the OG charm, just a regular charm.
Yeah,
those are okay.
I'm talking about the kind of bubble gum. That's
Yeah,
the best
those
one.
are the best ones.
Those are the best ones. Number 4, I'm going to go with Kit Kat. I mean, tried and true, handheld. You get 2 of them. Or sometimes you get 1. You seen the ones with the 1?
The one, those,
That's kind of disappointing.
that's disappointing.
But yes, Kit Kat, can't go wrong. Kit Kat, crunchy wafer, silky chocolate, delicious. Number 3. I'm gonna have to go with the what do they call it? The Smarties. Not Smarties,
Sweet
but
Tarts.
the Sweet Tarts.
Smarties are like the Kmart sweet.
Yeah, they're like the better value version.
Exactly.
The Sweet Tarts. Tried, true, one of the best hard candies you can have. Again, don't
Purple's the best
melt.
flavor.
You know, you don't have to worry about it. Last forever. Yeah, last forever as well. There's not a bad flavor of sweet tarts. You know, you get the favorites, but it's not a bad flavor.
Grape's my favorite.
So you can't go wrong with it. And like you put them in, remember making put them in some Sprite. Oh man, delicious.
Yes, I was just thinking about that too. Yeah.
No. Number 2, and number 1 and 2 kind of they can go either way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with you with the Snickers. Can't go wrong with Snickers unless you just don't like peanuts and caramel.
You have an allergy, we understand.
Yeah, and I don't know if big caramel fan either, but something with the Snickers, the ratio it just works.
I agree with that.
Yeah. So number 1, I mean, like I said, it's kind of either or. But number 1 would have to be because this candy only comes out really during Halloween. That would have to be like the what was it? The Halloween themed Nestle Crunches.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I didn't think about that. Yeah,
You always like add something to it.
Right.
So you always kind of sometimes it's hit and miss, but usually it's pretty good. And like I said, something about the Nestle Crunch, it can melt, but it doesn't melt the same way the other candies do. Like it got a little
consistency of the rice. It keeps it.
Yeah, it got a little bit of stay value to it. Well, it's like crispy crispy pops and stuff. Whatever it's just made, that's delicious.
Yeah. Oh, honorable mention.
Honorable mention.
Caramel apple suckers.
Oh, those actually.
I haven't had those in years.
Those are actually pretty good.
Those are actually pretty good. Yeah.
Oh, also, honorable mention Mexican candy.
Yeah.
Or anything.
Anything with tahini on it.
Yeah, anything tahini on it. And also, what do you call the stuff you put with the pixie sticks? Pixie sticks. Or anything where you got the little powder and you put the little white thing in there. Flavor.
Yeah.
What this is called? Delicious.
This is what taught the whole generation to do cocaine.
Yeah. And like if you kind of inhale a little bit, not too hard, you still taste it too.
Yeah, just don't rub your gums. But
that's prevented, people just taking Kool-Aid packs and putting sugar and making candy that way too.
Yeah, that happens. That's fluid shit.
All right, top 5 Halloween candy. Let's go to a little deep into the Halloween bag. Top 5 Halloween or scary movies. They can be Halloween themed, most is horror. Halloween.
Yeah.
So, Big Rob, we already know what your number 1 is, so let's get the other 4.
Let's get the other 4. Okay. This might be surprised a little bit, a few of y'all.
Okay.
All right. At number 5, even though it's not really set during this season, I'm going with the first Scream movie. I mean, everything I like about the horror genre kind of wrapped in the thing, it's meta, it understands what it is, it's funny, it's literally they know they're in a horror movie. Plus, it started a whole franchise, so I got to keep it in there. That's number 5.
Okay.
At number 4, this might be The Thing. Not The Thing from the Other World, the John Carpenter remake of that movie.
Yeah, that was good.
That's a classic film. John Carpenter's a genius. And McCready's great, so that's always going to be good for me. Mm-hmm. Number 3. This is a classic horror movie. Night of the Demons.
I don't know if I've ever seen that.
Now, if you've seen Night of the Demons, you know why I love that movie. Because it has the greatest character in movie history, Roger.
Okay, now I know what you're talking about. I probably hardly ever really seen the movie. I know Roger just from memes.
Yeah, he's the greatest character ever because
fuck this shit, I'm out.
He does whatever black person that ever screamed at a screen during a whole movie does. He gets the fuck out. He even leaves his white girlfriend to be sacrificed, which means Dr. Umar's pleased every time he watches the movie. He breaks out, and then he comes back and becomes a hero and just takes no damage. The greatest character ever.
The MVP of all.
The MVP of all the movies, yeah.
All right, number 2.
Number 2, I don't really know if it's a horror movie, but it's kind of funny.
Mm.
I mean, it has scary parts, but it's pretty much a comedy.
Yeah.
Slither.
I like Slither.
Slither's funny. Also, we take the
gore.
It had gore, so it has that, which is I watched it recently. I still think it's hilarious. Mm-hmm. And at number 1, of course, we all know it's not only is the best movie about Halloween.
It's got the name in it.
It got the name and the title, and it's in my 10 favorite movies of any genre. Period. And of course, the original Halloween.
Of course.
Which, of course, I will be watching tomorrow, starting my Halloween marathon. I got 13 movies this year. I got to go through all of them. So.
Oh man, that's a lot.
Yeah.
You gonna watch everyone, even the remakes and all that.
Yeah, even though I grunt through all of the entire time. But yeah.
So you got everything on DVD? Is that how you watch?
Streaming, DVD. I had some VHSs, but that's a done deal.
Yeah.
But you know, thank you for people who share their streaming passwords with me, so you know I can catch up with some shit.
Nostalgia. Well, you for nostalgia's sake, you know, watching it on VHS.
Yeah, that's cool.
And the original quality.
Yeah, you know, the quality is a little lower, but it's like watching it when you're a kid. Yeah.
All right, Big Rob, my top 5 Halloween horror movies or whatever. Number 1, actually, it's kind of I don't know if you actually call it a horror movie. I don't know what you call it. The Gremlins franchise.
Yeah, that's a good one. I actually think Gremlins is a horror movie.
I actually got reminded recently how much I like the series. It's out of nowhere because usually me and my wife and the kids like to do is watch horror movies around the holidays.
Right, you know, it's a family thing.
We haven't really had a lot of time with work and stuff, but we did get a chance to watch Gremlins. So we watched the original, and then I caught the last part of the 2, which I forgot how kooky that one was.
That was definitely a comedy.
Yeah, it was definitely super comedy, but it was still kind of fun. Well, I remember watching how fucking as a kid, Gremlins, that shit was scary to a child. It was really scary. Anyway, great franchise. You know, almost. Well, you know, middle school age kids, you'd be okay watching it. They probably seen worse at this point.
Yeah.
For all the parents out there, you know. Number 4, I would have to go with. I'll probably go with the Jeepers Creepers franchise.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad you mentioned that.
Sans maybe. I haven't seen the last one.
Reborn is not.
I've heard bad things, but people say the bad thing about Jeepers Creepers 3, and I love that.
Yeah, I mean. That's one of those art from artist kind of. Anything he does is art from artist kind of thing for
me. Yeah, it's
knowing what I know about Victor Salva. So
that's the only thing that really takes me.
Turns you off.
But remember the first 2 were like great.
Yeah, especially the first one.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, always good to watch. You know, great. That was like one of the a real good like date movie too.
You take a girl. Yeah.
All right, so number 3.
Yeah.
I think number 3 would have to go to The Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yes, of course.
I remember that being like the first movie I was too scared to watch. One of my cousins named Lewis, his mom let them, he had older brothers too, she let them get all those movies, and like, for shits and giggles, they would like kind of watch every time somebody would spend the night. He's like, oh, we got that, we got that. I was like, I ain't watching none of that shit. And they would go, because they had a pretty big den, so they had like, and their dad, like, his dad and mom were like, you know, video folks, so they had like all like the
video cinephiles.
Yeah, cinephiles. So they had like, you know, the setup. So they had like the VHS with the
pop down,
and the speed rewinders that you always saw like in Blockbuster.
Yeah.
So they watched a lot of movies. But anyway, I always remember being too scared when I finally watched it. I was like, oh yeah, it's pretty good. But it's one of the first movies as a child that like, okay, it's too scary for me just from the stories, hearing people talk about it. I don't know.
Not to mention it, like, you know what? I ain't marathon Nightmare on Elm Street in a long time.
That might be a cool thing to do.
Yeah, you know, I do Friday 13th every time there's a Friday 13th.
Yeah, switch it up a little bit.
I do Halloween you know what? I'm actually gonna do that. I'm gonna do a Nightmare on Elm Street rewatch.
Nice little change of pace.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen those. I mean, you know, I know everything, but I mean, outside of rewatching Freddy vs. Jason all the time.
I can probably watch the Nightmare on Elm Street because they're actually something I probably haven't seen.
Oh, they're cool. I mean, like,
or don't remember.
Right. I mean, like, you know, one's a classic. 2 is good for a certain community of people.
Yeah.
3 is the best sequel. Then after that, that's when Freddy gets funny. So
yeah.
This means I talking mad shit.
Come on, bitch.
Yeah.
All right,
bitch.
What we on 2?
2. Yeah, number 2.
Number 2. I would have to go with the Hellraiser series, man.
That's a good one.
And that was one of those movies where it was hard to understand, but just to see the Xenobites and like, you know, Pinhead, was this enough just to scare the shit out of you? And like with the chains and the hooks and people, it was just fucking. Yeah.
Then as we became adults and realized how many people are actually in the bondage, you realize, damn, I see why people open those boxes. Like, yeah, there ain't no pallet girl. What's wrong with you?
Right. Yeah. It never really.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's another series. Like, once it went straight to video, the quality started going really down.
Yeah.
But the first 2.5 films are actually really well made. I haven't seen the new one yet, so I can't really say.
Right.
Like Hellraiser and Hellbound are great movies.
And for number one, and like a lot of these, there's of course, there's like a lot of like horror movies that I watch and stuff. But if I was like the top one, like one like I could like always watch.
Yeah.
Actually, it's kind of a sleeper kind of. It's actually the remake of I think it was either I think it was Day of the Dead.
Dawn of the Dead?
I think it was Dawn of the Dead. Dawn of the Dead, the one with Bing Ramsey.
Yeah, Dawn of the Dead.
Dawn of the Dead. Because that was actually another one I saw in theater.
Yeah.
And I remember, the way they did it, it was a remake, and it was a zombie movie.
Zombies aren't really a thing I enjoy. Like, I love the original Night of the Living Dead, and I like the remake, but zombies as a genre isn't really my thing, because I'm more of a slasher movie fan, so it's kind of, I ain't gonna say they're repetitive, but if I had to pick, I'd pick a slasher movie over a zombie.
I mean, I've seen the original.
Yeah, but Dawn of the Dead is great. The remake of Dawn of the Dead is great.
I think it was better.
Yeah. One of the few good Zack Snyder movies. So, he's hit and miss, but that's one of the good ones. That was good. 300 was bad. Watchmen was great. Sucker Punch was
I haven't seen Sucker Punch. Someone said it's like a fever dream.
Yeah, fever dream. Man of Steel. Batman vs. Superman.
Well, yeah, like the fact, like, you had all those people in the,
in the mall and shit.
And then they kind of tried to get along, and then, like, you saw different, personalities.
The subtle hints about the dangers of consumerism.
Yeah.
Of course, no matter if the blood fuck.
The ending,
was even
is worse. Like, you get one of the endings where it's not a good ending.
No, it's not a happy ending.
No happy ending.
That's a good top 5.
So yeah. Let's see, what else we do Halloween based before we get at the top 5. Let's see, the movies.
The movies, the
candy, which is like the top 3.
Top 5 Halloween memories. Most of them are probably involved trick or treating.
Yeah, I don't know if you do 5 of those.
That's not us. We can do that anytime.
How about top 5 Halloween costumes?
That's a good one. Not using the ones we have currently.
Right. He's pretty good.
Yeah.
If you know us.
Yeah, shit.
I'll do mine first.
Okay, go ahead.
And I'll do this top 5 Halloween costumes ever. And these are, the Black Snow version. Number 1, and this has to be on everybody's list because everybody's been this at least 1 year. The bootleg ghost outfit was just a sheet with the holes cut in. Your mom or your dad or even both or one or the other. I don't know how you grew up, but
the parental figure in your life.
Right, they didn't have enough time or money to get you right for Halloween. Probably wasn't even planning on it, and then something happened. So they scripted together an old bed sheet, put some eyes in it, poke some holes in it, got you down there and let you go ahead and trick or treat for one last time. So shout out for that, because that was the go-to emergency outfit for everybody, pretty much. Number 4. And everybody around this time probably had this because especially if you didn't have any money, this would be like the last thing or the second thing. The ninja outfit.
Yep, just put you in pajamas with a ski mask.
Well, I'm talking about the little cheap one you get at Walmart.
Oh, the little ninja costume.
The little Bushido looking one or whatever.
Yeah.
Because you probably wanted like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle one or something else or something. Yeah, Mortal Kombat. But your parents didn't have that in there. Oh, well, this looks just like that. It's only $15. You can get that.
Right.
But everybody was like, I remember one year everybody was either fucking Ninja Turtle or fucking Ninja or something like that. So it has to be on the top list. Here's number 3. Would have to be those original bootleg costumes. Was just basically the mask or the face with the holes punched in. The character you liked, and like maybe like
a T-shirt.
It was like a plastic kind of suit. It kind of looked like those things probably took $2 to make, but everybody had those. And if you look at them now, they look pretty fucking creepy on their own.
But we literally saw like 5 of them.
Yeah, with the fucking head, the eyes, the little mouthpiece that you cut your lip on because you're trying to breathe out of it. Everybody had those in the 80s. Everybody got those. It was a staple for a time.
Of childhood, yeah.
Yeah. That was just the easy go-to costume for everybody. Number 2, I would have to say number 2 would have to be any costume from the slasher series. Yeah, I mean, if you had like the Jason one, the Freddy one, Michael Myers, if you're a little older, they still have. Basically, it's an easy costume for the most part. Maybe except for Freddy, He has more accessories.
Yeah, that takes a little more effort.
Yeah, but basically, Jason and Michael Myers are you can swap them out, just change the mask.
Yeah, change the mask, just save some money. Yeah.
You know, either you got the William Shatner white face mask, or you got the hockey
goalie
mask,
mask,
goalie mask. Easily done, easy to pull off, and gets to the point in nostalgia at the end. Now for number one, the greatest Halloween costume will be a theory, because these costumes are costumes that you will probably never have because you can't make them. We're talking about the do-it-yourself, balls to the wall, awesome costumes that some cosplayer made, or somebody who professionally makes costumes that you envy, that you always
want, yeah,
and you can't afford or don't have the talent to make. I'm talking about the Master Chief fully clone costume, the alien.
The Xenomorph
costume, the Predator costume, with all the realistic mask and shoulder cannon and stuff. The stuff you see basically at Comic Con and stuff are
and horror cons and shit like that.
You know, the upper echelon of the cosplay.
Just like Boba Fett.
Right. Those are the costumes that you always want because you can't have.
Right, exactly. That's a good one. I like that.
That'll be the number one.
All right, for me, it's
that and the sexy costumes that you see other people wear.
But we don't want to report it.
Yeah, right.
But for me, my top five. Starting number 5 is either the bum or the hobo. It's easy as fuck to make. It's almost as easy as a ghost, but your parent is a little more proactive.
Yeah.
Like, they make it at trick or treat starts at 7. They make yours at 6:25. They just put some dirt on your face and just give you some old ass clothes and give you a bag. There you go.
Put holes in it.
And if they particularly like you, stick with a bag on it. Just
there you go.
Complete the look. That's one.
Sit off the ensemble.
There you go. Go get some candy. Number 4 for me is anything based on like a TV character from your childhood. You're a Power Ranger, you're a Ninja Turtle. But more like it was the plastic one with the fake, with the mask, with the molded mask.
You want the one that looked like the turtle from the movie.
Yeah, you want that one, but you got the one that really looks like the one from the cartoon.
Like the plastic one.
Yeah. It's just like a Donatello mask or whatever. Those.
And those things tore up so easy.
Yeah, because you pulling it down so you can breathe and the string break. Those, like you said earlier, number 3. And this is someone who, for a couple of years, I was Jason for Halloween. A couple of years, I was Michael Myers for Halloween. So, any iconic movie killer costume. Like, you can't be Pinhead because, that's just too much stuff.
Yeah.
You want to be Candyman, but you lose the little fake hook and you just walk around like this.
A black guy in a trench coat.
Yeah, you walk around like this for the rest of the night. Any costume that's going off yours, like, when you got the superhero costume that looks just like it. So, you're Batman, but you got a utility belt, and you got shit in it. And you got the little voice changer.
Or you don't got the body for it.
You got the Batman suit, but you got the late Val Kilmer body. Those are any costume that's like from something that's popular. And this is for number 1 for me. Anything that's popular, but not like that mainstream. So if you go as The Rock for Halloween, not like you don't go as The Rock in like Fast and Furious. You got
fanny pack Rock.
Yeah, you go as fanny pack Rock. Or like. Got elaborate ass shirt with the eyebrow rock, something like that, or you and your
$500 shirt,
rock, or you and your friends go to the NWO, some shit like that.
That's cool.
Those are cool. Or if you go as an athlete because you just happen to have.
Our group costumes should be in there somewhere.
Yeah, group costumes should be.
When everybody got it, it's something.
That's
always cool.
When you and your friends a new edition for Halloween one year.
Yeah, that's dope.
Are y'all all NWA or some shit like that?
Are white people in sync?
Yeah, or in sync. Yeah, no blackface. Yeah. This is a different example.
Don't do that.
Yeah. Says person who was probably pissing off various religious groups as they was. Anyway, those are my top 5 costumes.
There you go. All right, there you go, folks. Straight from the horse's mouth. What's going on? Did you get a chance? So we were talking about drink champs earlier.
Yeah.
I think the last one was the Quavo
and Takeoff.
And then before that, there was one person, was it?
Other than that one.
Yeah, there was Kanye. Or right even before Kanye.
Yeah.
Who they have on there? Didn't they bring like Snoop back?
Yeah. I know they had Shaq on recently too. So.
Shaq. speaking of Shaq,
What he do this time?
actually, I thought it was actually pretty, honest of Shaq. I'm not saying Shaquille is an honest person, but
Actually,
he had to own up to.
he does exaggerate a lot.
Yeah, I mean, that's more braggadocious. But somebody was asking. They were talking about the Nia Long
Ime
situation, right? And somebody asked Shaq about it. How do you feel about Udoka, cheating on his wife? And Shaq kind of, cut him off right there. He's like, "I'll be honest with you. I'm really not the person to answer this question because I, Shaquille O'Neal, used to be a serial cheater. That's right, me, the big diesel. Can you? Anyway,
You're gonna ring Charles Barkley.
Karen Siffers, you lied to me, bitch. No, but yeah. So he actually been like, yeah, man, I had a bad problem. It cost me my marriage.
Yeah.
And I think I heard this on the radio. So she was like, yeah, y'all remember when Superhead came to Carrie Steph, Kareem Steph came out with the book, and Shaq was one of her main, guys who, shower her gifts and fly her out and stuff like that. And he's like, yeah, so, she said Shaq would have been like, Shaq, I forgot to say, it was I think his book, he said something like,
I read his book.
Shantae found out he was
Shawnee,
cheating.
yeah, Shawnee found out.
Shawnee found out he was cheating, and like, I don't know if she shot up his car, put a bunch of holes in it somehow. Or,
punctured his shit.
Yeah, so she wasn't playing, And I think that, unfortunately, I have to blame Shaq for his cheating because of the cheating he invented basketball-wise. So he's always going to be.
He kind of invented a franchise.
Yeah,
so yeah,
one of the worst ever. So that's good. That's your fault too, Shaq. That and trying to get black people to eat Papa John's again.
Yeah, better ingredients, better pizza.
Which I can't like, after a long time eating Domino's,
get brown out on it.
Can't hit the spot last time I ate some.
Oh yeah,
With the garlic butter. But damn you, Shaq. We know exactly why they asked you to become a figurehead.
Exactly, we ain't stupid.
And you ain't stupid. You getting that check.
You getting that a diesel size shit.
You getting that dope, man. That dope, man. But yeah, that was crazy. Anyway, back to the drink chat conversation. Quavo and Takeoff on there. I thought that was a good show. I was kind of disappointed to find out that Takeoff still drank lean. I was like, at this point, man, you should.
I thought we were done with that.
You should leave it alone, man. It's And they also talk about they still do Percocets and shit. I was like, are y'all stupid?
Like y'all got too much money for this.
That's gonna add. When it comes to drugs and music, drugs are undefeated. Either you quit them or they get you. Sooner or later they get you. I don't care what the only person I can think they really haven't really took it over is Keith Richards. I can think of 3 people. Keith Richards, who actually has said he slowed down on drinking. I think he said I think he said he was sober for a couple. He's been sober for a couple months. Probably drinking.
Well, goddamn, I didn't even know that.
I mean, we get so old, man. You can't really do too much of anything without feeling, especially like. Imagine having a hangover at 70 something.
Oh my God, you'd rather die.
Being a part of it, he was. Anyway. Keith Richards, he's probably number 1. He's legendary party. Kid Rock, I heard Kid Rock does everything.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And he has a super crazy tolerance for shit because as far as him being his political stuff, you never see him like doing. I mean, he got to go fight. That's his rock and roll behavior. You ever heard him like doing like being strung out or anything?
Yeah, I mean he's probably.
And he sometimes like doing cocaine and doing shit like that.
Might have a rant or some shit.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as like people hitting the bottom, you never see him like him hitting the bottom.
Yeah, he never hit rock bottom. Yeah,
he's kind of a private person, but
who'd be number 3?
Number 3, as far as like this drug use, like this month he had to be taking everything. Man, I have to go with Rick James, man.
I mean, he's no longer here.
He's no longer here, but like, he's somebody like he
I mean, well,
you heard the story, but
technically Bobby Brown is still alive, so
he quit though.
Bobby quit, yes.
Rick James didn't quit. Like he had everybody had like moments where he stopped a little bit. He always seemed like unfortunately relapse and shit. Where was I watching? It might have been Drink Champs or somehow interviewing French Montana.
Yeah.
And French Montana said he was like early in his career, or like maybe had his first. He started popping off. He was in the club, and Rick James in the club.
So Max B was still free around this time. Yeah.
Actually, I think it was Rick James, French Montana, and who's the is it DJ Carnage or something like that? He's another kind of light skinned dude that raps.
Not Clue.
No. He's like French Montana. He got a little
Moroccan
or something in him. Not Carnage.
Ain't DJ Khaled, I know that.
No. He had some songs. He's kind of a fat dude, but he got always wear glasses. He's got silky hair.
I know you're talking about.
Sometimes he just like kind of like what they call it? What's that techno? It's like the kind of dubstep kind of
dubstep music or
well, he kind of puts that in his music. He kind of put a little EDM in his music.
Bubbles, I figured it out.
That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, he said they were out, and Rick James, they're part of Rick James. I think Rick James was some older cat that was.
I gotta find out.
Famous at the time. Anyway, they're kicking it or whatever, and Rick James asked him, "Hey man, y'all got a joint?
Hey man, y'all got something?"
Yeah, and dude got super excited. Like, oh man, I got some great stuff. And like he said, he got some stuff or whatever. Like he rolled it for me. He's like, hey man, I don't smoke joints. I don't smoke blunts, but he got some papers. He's like, oh yeah, I got some papers. Yeah, and I wrote the best paper. I wrote the best joints. So he said he rolled the joint for Rick James or whatever. They like get Rick James, and he said Rick James was so in the zone. He was so Rick James in that night. He's talking shit, and he got the joint in his hand, and he was sweating, right?
Yeah.
He was sweating so much, so he said, he rolled him a joint, like, man, I rolled him a joint for like, maybe like, this long. It's like, he's sitting there, and he was straight at first, he's talking shit to me at the same time, but Rick James kind of love to get away with it, and like, he kept on messing up my name, and this, that, and the other thing, and then like, so when he's doing this, shaking up and sweating, like, cause cocaine or whatever in his system, and cocaine and alcohol make him sweat like a hoe in church. It started, the blood started kind of wilting.
Oh,
right?
shit.
And so, like, he's sitting there talking, and, he's waiting for, either pass it or, do something with it.
Yeah.
And then I guess he probably knows it. And hey, man, why you using this fucking what's ass shirt, man? You know what I'm fucking doing? And he's like, he kept on fucking up his name. And he's like, man, and I want to tell him so bad, get on, but it's fucking Rick James, like, and I'm fucking part of Rick James. I didn't do anything, like, but it was like the best moment in my life, and also got.
I can't figure it out either. Yeah. I'm still listening to the story. I gotta find it. I'll watch the video and figure it out.
I need my phone's over here. I'll show listen. It's man. He did a lot of songs. What's the cat's name, man? Oh my god. I hate when I do these stories, especially on air.
Yeah, on air, you're gonna remember shit later.
Man, I'm gonna remember later. I'm like, it was him. Well, yeah, I think that's funny. Anyway,
that's gonna be somebody like wild known to people like, y'all know who fucking like.
Like, you didn't know that person?
Yeah, exactly.
And I am old, so yeah.
Not at the moment, yeah.
But yeah, anyway, back to the takeoff and Quavo.
Lord Quavius.
Quavalis. I think it is really Quavalis.
Yeah.
They talk about, the new album and what's it like being a trio instead of a...
It's a duo.
And it was like, well, we were doing first. Well, when we first got popular, we were already doing because, all steps in jail. So
yeah.
It really wasn't that different. But, everybody was trying, I think, Nori was always trying to get down because they said, originally saying, we're not going to get into family matters, but, he trying to,
He trying to pass something out.
Try to give him something to slip something out, as far as, what happened, as far as, was it the label thing? Because I guess,
QC or whatever.
QC and Offset were having issues, and Offset said he wanted to be, off the label,
right? Bought his contract,
bought out, and then they saying he's still, on the label or still on some album or something,
yeah.
some kind of contractual thing. And also, you know, at the same time, Migos aren't necessarily the biggest group on QC anymore.
No, they had a hell of a run.
Yeah, it's little baby now.
Yeah, little babies they got now.
And like he can't mix it right now. Every song he got coming out, like the whole fucking every song sounds on the fucking his chart.
Yeah,
shit like that. I don't know how the fuck you do that. But I think also they're kind of feeling, where the favoritism is moving more towards little baby.
Yeah, they're not being catered to as much.
Yeah, not as well. But at the same time, they still say QC is the label, this and that thing. But I don't know if they're going, how long they're gonna stick.
How long
stick
they gonna
stick
it out with them? Yeah.
And also, could they go with a different label? Because it wouldn't be the same thing. They used to a certain way of running things.
Would they reunite on a different label?
They made it sound like there's no get back.
Right, which is weird when you're family. Yeah.
So I want to know, besides the contract thing, what really made them fall out?
Yeah.
Was it like?
Was it
big head situation, or feeling like one person feel like they deserve more?
Because for years everybody said Quavo was the Beyonce of the group and shit.
Well, and then Offset had the biggest solo album.
So he did. He had the big solo album, and he had the fucking
biggest hit.
The biggest hit with Metro Boomin and shit.
Yeah. So I think that might, and also he's got a.
He is an A-lister for a wife. So
yeah, millionaire,
platinum wife. Yeah.
Platinum selling recording artist wife.
Yeah.
Too. So he's got that behind him. That's like Bobby and Whitney almost.
But I don't know if he wants to be. Not saying he's Mr. Cardi B out there. Don't be putting that out there and shit like that.
No. But, Cardi is a big star.
Cardi's a big star. We're acknowledging that. Yeah.
And some stuff. They got their own kind of shit with were or maybes. I don't know.
They have their own issues like any couple. Yeah.
And this kind of like somebody wouldn't sit, Bobby would be cheating on Whitney, allegedly. Well, we know Bobby was here. Well, Offset allegedly might be cheating on Cardi, and Cardi, takes him back or blames the other girl. I don't want to say fucking gossip.
There was like a sweetie or some shit.
They say sweetie,
yeah,
and which is fucked up if it's true because Quavo's ex.
Yeah.
And he smashed it. That could have been some revenge shit on both sides too. Man. So that might be kind of what might be. That would make a lot of sense. A lot of big groups fall out. Even fucking Beatles fall out over a woman.
Yeah, allegedly,
they wasn't like dibbling down with Yoko Ono, but Yoko Ono wanted to be part of the group, wanted to be part of the decision.
And she had, John was the top.
That was it. Just John was like, that's my woman. She wants the best for me. Y'all can't.
Right.
And they're like, John, come on now. This is the group. You're messing up the vibe in here.
Yeah, come on, mate. It happens though. Yeah.
Ringo was like, hey, let me play some drums. And Ringo, we'll write all your parts for fun.
Hey,
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, shout out to Ringo. Yeah.
He probably so tired of this shit. Anyway. Then, Takeoff. He's, of course, known to being really the super talkative one.
Yeah.
He gotta.
Street all live on bad mood.
You look like I be living on bad mood?
What's that?
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, of course, Nori talked about that.
Yeah.
He was like, he was watching, like, he's like, Joe, you need to get out of here. I know how this situation go. You go.
Yeah.
Run. But no, I did not notice, like, even on the new album, on the bill for Infinity Links.
Yeah.
Takeoff was actually really shining on this. He's actually, okay.
He's always been
I always thought he was the best Migo myself.
See, I honestly,
blow wise.
This is gonna probably make me look washed as fuck. Honestly, hearing their music, I can never tell them apart. And that's just me personally, just because my personal style of what I listen to and shit. So.
Yeah, I can definitely tell them.
It's like when I see videos, I know who they are.
Right.
Like hearing them, like I don't know which one which.
No.
It's like which. I'm pretty sure to somebody who never listened to the fucking Wu-Tang Clan, they couldn't tell half of the niggas apart.
They probably can tell who's talking. I can get that.
Yeah.
All the niggas sound different.
Yeah, but
except for the only ones at first, I would say they kind of sound the same. Well, maybe be like RZA and Jizz. They kind of sound similar at first.
Yeah, but then RZA's flow is so different and shit.
But now they got over time they got.
Yeah, they split a little further apart. Yeah.
I think RZA was probably like the least lyrical one of all. Actually, out of all three.
But him or you guys?
I don't know.
Be fair.
I don't even listen to you guys. He probably like the least.
Yeah, go.
He ain't no master killer.
Yeah, Master Killer got a dope voice though. But
Yeah, but he is master killer. Like, I don't think master killer had his own solo album.
he like 3 solos now. At this point in his career, it's like 3 solos.
Well, they never really.
My man,
Both them two, they never really got no shine.
my man Kevin's probably throwing furniture in his house. How dare you disrespect Master Killer? Shout out to my man Kevin, man. I know how you fucking move. But yeah, but like that's to me, that's how it is to me. Like I'm pretty sure you could. There are probably people that can't tell, like when Slaughterhouse was a fan, they couldn't tell Royce and Crooked Eye apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, or some shit like that. I ain't gonna say like Griselda because you know which one was West Side Gun.
Right.
Boom. But like, it's like that. I mean, shout out to all 3 of them. I always thought like, they had a couple songs I did like. So.
I'm fucking eating Alfredo out of fucking tin can, you know what I'm saying? Little fucking sparkling blue jewels cost me 25K.
Boom!
With a fucking Tommy gun hanging out, and I got some motherfucking crisscross underwears on, kid. You say about shit.
Yeah. Hitler versus
Wild
Stand
boy,
coming out.
like boss, drug king, coke rap.
With the highest fucking pitch voice I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
Hey yo!
Hey yo.
Amiri's in the back, I'm in the fashion district.
In the Phantom.
Whatever that means.
Pushing 25K away, you know what I'm saying, G?
Psycho, that's my t-shirt.
That's how you know this fucking
That's how you know it is.
Do. That's how you
Griselda, my flashing rebels. Machine.
It's the machine.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but digress. My nephew calls Griselda more talented than he does. Which makes sense.
Man, if you like that New York, man.
Yeah, like his dad probably listened to like
There was some bebop. I mean, some
big beat, boom bap.
some boom bap for your
I
ass.
heard his daddy look like you talking to your uncle again. Like you like this? Yeah, you talking to your uncle again.
Shit, there's been some local shit, man. We haven't been talking about these local shit going. Okay, we also shit next week at the fucking vote.
Yeah. I voted early, ironically, I didn't know if I was gonna be off that day.
I saw. Actually, shit, I probably need to do that too.
Yeah, I do like
My
that.
job, I ain't gonna have no time to fuck.
Yeah, I did the absentee vote. So.
Yeah. I probably. Luckily, where your girl work, you can probably get access to get this shit. Man.
Yes, we can do the fucking early voting and shit.
You can do it online, can't you? Some shit online?
You can register online and mail it to you, but I think the deadline might pass, so you still got another day to vote early.
So vote early, you can just go to the place.
Yeah, to the board or whatever.
Oh.
It's on Lincoln though. It's county shit, so it's not that far. But yeah, fucking. But
Anyway, the main thing here where we live, the great state of Oklahoma, is the governor race with the incumbent
Kevin fucking Stitt.
Kevin fucking Stitt, right? Who really loves his barbecue, from what I heard. So if you don't know, there's a big controversy over in Oklahoma. There's a barbecue chain called Swadley's, and allegedly Kevin Stitt and the owners of Swadley's had were basically cycling funds, and basically Kevin Stitt was getting some get back. You know what I'm saying, as far as the funds going into patting his pockets.
Shockingly.
Because actually Swallow is actually from I heard one of the fastest growing chains in Oklahoma.
Yeah, it's one not too far away.
They're always building a new restaurant.
Yeah.
And usually, from them they would say, "Oh, we're doing it, because of our services, the quality of our food." But allegedly, just more or less, they're getting a helping hand from Governor Stitt, which is highly illegal, highly against regulations and stuff. So, and also people say, Kevin Stitt, basically leans towards big out-of-state corporate companies and giving them leeways and tax breaks to come in Oklahoma and not helping them, local people out.
At all. Yeah.
I know he has like a lot of the Native American people, I'd say, he was trying to take away some of their
tribal licenses,
tribal rights, as far as the laws and tribal rights, trying to take away like their what do you call it when you a land within itself.
Tribal land.
Yeah, you have rules beyond the government or the state government.
Yeah.
Their own rules. So you're trying to take some of that away. So yeah, on the other hand, we have the people running against him.
Joy Hofmeister most prominently.
Yeah, let's say everybody seems really high up for Joy. I think my neighbor actually has a Joy Hofmeister sign, in front of his yard. What do you feel about the governor race right now?
Well,
of course, we already know neither one of us is a big fan of
Kevin Spitz.
I'm not even a fan of the mayor, he's kind of
David O.
He still show up to some shit, but he kind of
cool, whatever.
He kind of grab handy kind of thing.
Yeah, very politician like. If that makes sense. But for me personally, I mean, like, I don't support Stitt at all. I mean, honestly, what makes
Who was the governor running for Stitt?
Mary Fallon.
He was right in that Mary Fallon.
He's worse than Mary Fallon. He told me honestly.
Yeah, he's kind of worse.
I mean, I'm not supporting. We ain't supporting Mary Fallon either.
No, Mary Fallon.
Mary Fallon. Classic. Shout out to Rico for that T-shirt.
Classic shirt.
But no, in her case, like, she's actually a former Republican who switched parties.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more of a. That's what makes me laugh when I see all these local political ads. Like, she's a liberal Democrat on the side of Joe Biden with her extreme leftist policies, trying to ruin the oil industry here in Oklahoma. And I was like,
stop the pipeline.
Man, if you think either one of them are super liberal, I have some news for you.
Yeah, they ain't neither one.
And then I use like 4-year-old quotes to try to vilify her and shit. And it's like, oh, she didn't support the teacher raise. Like, you mean the very teacher raise that Kevin said tried to stop the minute he got in office? Like we supposed to forget all this shit? And it's like, hopefully Joy Hofmeister wins. I don't have much faith, because of where we live.
Yeah, if you know anything about Oklahoma, we are extremely red.
Yeah, we're almost sunburnt red.
Yeah.
Which that goes for the Senate races too.
I remember when was the last time a Democrat won anything? It's like
Brad Henry.
I would say he won like the commissioner or something.
Well, Brad Henry was governor, so he was governor before Mary Fallon was.
How many terms did he have?
He was 2 terms. So 02, 06, yeah. But even then, think that was 20 years ago.
Yeah, that was before the big red push.
Yeah, I mean, like,
even worse.
I hate to say this. I hate to say this, but the minute America got a black president, Oklahoma got more conservative.
Oh, super.
Like, well, we can't let that happen here. Like the hell they really gonna vote?
That's T.J. Shannon.
Yeah, T.W. Shannon, J.C. Watt.
T.W. Shannon, J.C. Watt.
J.C. Watt, those are the good ones.
That's some good boys right there.
Which Herbert Walker could run here, but no. But no, it's just like, I mean, Mark Wayne Mullen is a piece of shit.
Boy, you alright.
And it's like, speaking of political campaigns, friend of the program, one Gregory Hart II, he's running for State House 26, I believe. So you live in that area, throw him a vote,
Yeah, sure about that.
Yeah, why not?
I mean,
we don't live there.
Because I don't know what he's running off of.
Yeah, I mean, we don't even live there. We can't vote for him.
Right. No offense.
No shout to Gregory.
I don't know what his
platform.
Yeah, I don't know his platform.
I mean, like, given who's running against, it just can't be that worse.
No.
But I mean, that's the thing about local politics. They're way more important than national politics.
They really are.
Because they affect you on a closer level.
And they're more actually. Unless you know.
Unless you're in the know, or you just haven't
you don't know
watched.
what the hell's going on.
You don't know what the hell's going on.
Somebody has to tell on somebody if you know what's going on.
Exactly. It has to be a scandal for you to even care.
Exactly. And always seems like a scandal pops up in all these people. There's something fucking going on.
Mm-hmm.
So that's to show you how corrupt government all the way down to the tippy top to the bottom of the floor really is. Now to get payoffs, get back,
They're paying on barbecue chains, stuff like that.
Right.
Trying to skim off casino funds. Don't forget that one.
Oh yeah, the tribe really loved that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's their job. But yeah,
they love that Lucky Star Casino sponsorship.
I thought it was where the kids come in.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well,
So yeah, of course we got a lot of corruption going on in the great state of Oklahoma. What a place to live.
Right.
What's going on, Big Rob, that we need to go ahead and touch up on before we get up out of here?
Your thoughts on Black Adam?
Yeah. Let's do a little bit of
Haven't done Nerd Homies in a while.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the shows that I want to talk about, Big Rob is not that interested in. He's not a big Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I've never watched Game of Thrones.
So it's really hard to talk about the dragon stuff, which is actually really getting fired up. And then he's not a big Lord of the Rings person, so he can't talk about the Lord of the Rings series that much. Thank God we got Nerd Home, so every time I see him, we got plenty of time to talk about shit like that. Anyway, yeah, let's jump on Black Adam, man. I think Big Rob might see that later.
I mean, I'll check it.
There's a good chance, a better chance of the Snyder Cut that he might watch Black Adam, so that's good news for him. He's getting better as far as his DC participation.
Yeah.
Anyway, Black Adam came out what was it,
last week.
Last Friday. Last Friday night.
Yeah.
Midnight show, whatever you do, wherever they do it. I will say this, since let's go ahead and do I would say let's do a spoiler free, but the internet is undefeated, so they kind of already gave up the end of the credit scene already. So if you don't know, you hear this what happened. The Man of Steel, Henry Cavill showed up in the full suit, everything. He had the little swoop in his hair, and
Henry Cavill's back,
and did a little face off with Black Adam, which was really cool. As far as the movie itself, best part of the movie is actually, I would actually the best part of the movie is probably Pierce Brosnan.
Dr. Fate.
Dr. Fate, he's actually the heart and soul of this movie. My man's, who's the Hawkman guy?
Aldous Hodge.
Aldous Hodge, yeah. He does a great job with his portrayal of Hawkman. He makes Hawkman interesting, which is great. Let's say Hawkman by himself isn't, but he's more of like a...
He's a supporting character.
Yeah. The Rock does a good job, but I had to say how I've been saying to everybody describe how he played Black Adam. He is Dwayne Johnson playing The Rock in a Black Adam suit.
Jabroni.
But I think could he done a better job as far as portraying somebody from that area of the world? Yes, they kind of try to accent. That
He didn't stick around too often.
I don't know if it was that him trying to accent. I don't know, but it just sounded like The Rock talking. Which don't get me wrong. You take that out of it, he looks like how you would think Black Adam would look as a real person. Maybe
if he had with less hair. But.
Yeah, he doesn't have the little speak hair, which he probably could have did if he wanted. I think he's just at this point,
At this point,
why grow my hair out?
At this point, he's marketable. He's marketable with that look. So,
yeah. So what?
Plus, it's a dream project for him. So.
Yeah, and this is 15 years in the making. It was back when he was Skinny Rock, and that Skinny Rock is the same Rock.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as the movie itself, it actually flows pretty well. The story was actually not what I was expecting. I was thinking more or less the villain was going to be, Dr. Fate and them. There's actually somebody else, which was kind of cool. It made sense once you read the story. There's a couple little twists in there that were pretty cool. We did get to see Amanda Waller show back up.
Of course. Yeah.
Played by Viola Davis. So she still has her DC membership card, which is pretty cool. And they did. He also, besides the face-off with Superman, she had a little face-off with Black Adam too. So that was pretty dope.
She's a real glue with that franchise.
Yeah, she kind of keeps everything together. She's been in 2 Suicide Squad
movies.
That movie, yeah. So that's pretty cool. As far as the story, if I was going to rate it, 10 being the best DC movie of all time, and 1 being Green Lantern.
Jonah Head, too.
I actually like Jonah Head. I thought it was okay because this is cowboy with just bigger face. Anyway, I would actually give it. It's right there, like maybe 8, 7.5. Okay. That's only because the best to worst. I mean, it's not a bad idea to go see. It's very action packed. The cinematography, the CGI, and how they brought Black Adam's powers to the visual medium looked great. The lighting stuff he did was awesome. The fact he was actually behaving how Black Adam would behave. He was a little. They kept that whole he's not a good guy, he's not a bad guy. He's in the middle kind of thing going.
Anti-hero.
Yeah. They had a couple of actually cinematography shots that are stripped right from the comic book. So if you know your Black Adam and some of his more or less better runs as books go, you would notice. I see where they got that from, or where they got that little quote from. Right. So it's like nice homages in there,
faithful to the source
sprinkled in there. So you would love that too if you're a big Black Adam fan like I But yeah, it is not. I was very worried because I was thinking we were going to get super wooden Black Adam, and the story was going to be bland, and more DC messing up good franchises. Well, possibly good franchises. But no, I was pleasantly surprised. I would recommend anybody who loves comic book movies and wants this, and especially loves the characters involved. Everybody has a chance to sign. We got Adam Smasher and Cyclone in there. They did, they were there. They did a pretty good job at that movie
Justice
pick.
Society, right?
I guess it's pretty much supposed to be Justice Society. We did get a special cameo from the original Adam Smasher in there. If you caught that, and the person playing that, I'm not gonna give that away. That'll be something kind of cool. It's only for a little bit of time, but
you see it.
Yeah, but I guess in this case, the original Adam Smasher and the one now is like his uncle or something like that. Is that related to something? I forgot. I believe it's uncle, nephew kind of thing. Or maybe it's something like that. Grandson or uncle, nephew. But the person who plays the original one, if you know your old school sitcoms, you'll be kind of happy to see him doing something. So that was cool. Cyclone, I don't know who played her, but it's a beautiful young lady. I think she has a future in DC. I don't know as far as interest in the character as far as Cyclone, but I wouldn't mind seeing a Justice Society movie.
Or a series.
Or a series or something, I guess DC, if they want to move something up with the HBO Max stuff.
Yeah, James Gunn running things now. They might actually be possible.
Yeah.
Shout out to him,
Well, I am actually happy to see, like I said, of course, the cat's out of the bag. We did get to see Superman again. And then as far as from what I've heard from, The Rock and, his company, really fought hard to get him to come back.
Yeah.
Because I believe, Henry said he was finished with the
role.
He was finished, or didn't, wasn't, too jazzed about doing it again, or didn't like it, but he did say he's back. So we might see something. The only thing I'm saying I was just disappointed about, well, I do want to see him actually do something with Shazam.
Right, isn't there Shazam sequel coming?
Yeah, but it has nothing to do with
Black Adam. Yeah.
As far as we know, we'll see something hopefully we'll get some kind of homage to
He does say Shazam in the movie, right?
They both say Shazam.
Yeah, he gets powers, yeah.
They do that. And we do the what's it, Dejan Hansen?
John Hansen?
I think he played the Wizard Shazam in this one.
Yeah. So he's a Black Adam, he's in Shazam too. So
yeah, so they got the same guy to do it again, so that was cool. So yeah, look cameo there as well. But yeah, it's a good movie to see. I don't know, if you got some tender-hearted children, younger ones, they might not want to see some of the scenes. It might be a little too much seeing people get disintegrated and shit like that.
People getting unalived.
But if they're watching this show, they're probably cool. You probably take them serious.
Yeah.
They know about this show, they're probably alright. They're probably cool. They cool enough for mature enough to probably watch that. It's up to you though, you prefer. But yeah, like I said, I give like an 8.7.5, 8. It's definitely worth the watch. Hopefully, we'll go see something with Black Adam doing something with Superman. Hopefully, a couple of other DC people get together.
Yeah.
So who knows? And like I said, they put him on it. They put Black Adam on a similar level to Superman in this movie. So who knows? We might see a showdown. Got two blockbuster stars. Well, we got one blockbuster star in Henry Cavill, who the ladies like him. So there you go.
We got the biggest movie star.
We got The Witcher. Hey, that's a great show.
I just read earlier today that he left the show.
Witcher?
Yeah, he got replaced. Probably to do something Superman related.
Who are you gonna get to?
Thor, not Loki. Thor, Chris Hemsworth's brother.
Huh?
Yeah, to play.
Ethan him, the one that Jay Miley Cyrus or the other?
Liam or whatever.
I think they had the
one. The ones do Dave Miley Cyrus.
Are they married?
Or married or whoever. They were together or something.
I think they're still together.
Yeah, or maybe Shout out to them.
I hope he gets the same workout plan as
Henry Cavill. Or his brother, yeah.
Or his brother, yeah, because they both look the part. And from my side, I thought he was the skinnier brother. Which they know whatever. But yeah, it's kind of bad and good news.
Yeah,
I really like what you said.
If you're a DC fan, great. If you're a Witcher fan, probably disappointed.
Maybe just leave it as it is at this point.
Yeah.
You don't need another season.
That thing.
Can't get him. Anywho, yeah. So I think that might be. I think we kind of got to touch on everything. We talk a little bit of She-Hulk before we get up out of here. If you haven't caught it, real quick and fast, we recommend it.
Yeah. Speaking of quick and fast, my very quick and fast review of Halloween ends. It's not great, but it's not as bad as some people said it was. I still didn't like it. But I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it.
Yeah, well, I like the ending of the fact they added that thing that we probably didn't need.
Yeah, that was some extra.
We could just go ahead and just did a little bit another killing spree and then been all right.
Right, just just some consequences of that. Yeah. We didn't really need that. It's too late in the franchise to add another.
You finally get some. Yeah, you get the finalization, you get the conclusion. So that's whatever. But as far as some of that stuff I thought was unnecessary.
Yeah, it's not.
I really don't give a damn about the other character they tried.
Corey Cunningham was his name.
He was like the dude they tried to put in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, that's a good example. There's another guy we don't need.
We'll get the fuck about here.
Yeah, but to be fair,
it's decent though.
It's decent, but fear not, Halloween fans. You all know this. As long as there's a member of the Akkad family that's still breathing, Michael Myers will be back. So this ain't really the end.
Yeah,
it'll be a new franchise starting probably in the next 5-6 years.
Yeah, it'll get a rewrite or something.
I even read like the rights revert back to him after this anyway. So yeah.
But yeah, so go see that too.
It's on Peacock for about another 2 weeks, so you can catch that. Like you said, catch She-Hulk.
She-Hulk, great series. It's not really an action series like this, more of a comedy series.
Comedy, yeah.
But it's a nice palate cleanse for what we got coming down with the Quantumania coming out with Ant-Man.
Great trailer.
Trailer looks like it's going to be amazing. We finally get to see Jonathan Majors again in the DC in the Marvel universe, cinematic universe. Also, he's also got another movie, and he's going to be in the Creed 3. Yeah. And you can tell that he's got on that Marvel superhero diet.
Man,
he's Diesel, and he was never a little guy either. Because I remember he was Lovecraft. So he worked out, but he even got crazy. Like he's fucking bigger than Creed. Like
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan. Like he's not he might buffer than fucking Clever Lane was.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, dude was like a fucking machine. He was like a professional athlete, dude. So I kind of feel like it's almost a waste that he kind of came. He can't already double me in the boat guy.
Like
somebody else.
You got to cut weight for that shit.
He could have been Luke Cage almost.
Yeah.
But nah, we like Luke Cage. Yeah, hopefully we get it back. But no, go see it. We can't wait to be able to talk about Quantumania when that finally comes out.
Yeah, that February?
Yeah, we'll see that.
Alright, so it's not even far away, so yeah. Wakanda Forever soon.
Wakanda in November. We're gonna talk about that, of course.
Yeah.
You saw a trailer for that. We spoke about that a little bit.
Right.
It's almost that time. It's November 6th.
November 11th, yeah.
It's not too far. It's a couple weeks.
Only a couple weeks, yeah.
Couple weeks. Hopefully, they'll set something else up, down the pipe in that movie that we can get hyped about too. Because we already see all the movies coming, so hopefully, they're working on phase.
Wakanda Forever ends phase 4, so Ant-Man starts phase 5.
Here we go. Start a new phase. All right, Big Rob, you got anything else you want to talk about, bro, before we get out of here?
Let's see. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween.
Halloween week. It's Halloween, so there ain't nothing scary than being in the booking, so avoid the bookings, beloved.
Of course, for the most part, everybody our age, if they are going out, it'll be today.
Yeah, it'll be tonight, yeah.
Probably a whole lot of Halloween parties. A lot of people downtown probably going to be crazy. Y'all be careful out there. Drink responsibly. Don't leave your drink unattended, ladies.
Please don't.
Travel in groups. Your Halloween costume is not, fellas. The ladies' Halloween costume is not
an invite.
Invite for you to touch her. So don't be that guy, because you're not that guy. So don't be that guy. Uber, Lyft, even though it's expensive, call a taxi. Whatever the fuck you gotta do. If like we want to say, the books are never fun, so you don't want to be in jail dressed up.
Goblin, you ain't trying to do that.
In the costume of that, especially you decide to be something weird. You're in fucking Oklahoma County, looking like a snack.
Dressed like Ralph from WCW.
Yeah, you gotta be funny dressing like a woman tonight, and you got too drunk. Anyway, and that's not normally your thing. But anyway, Thanks for those watching the show, man. Hope you guys enjoyed the Halloween episode of the show, man. Make sure you like, subscribe,
Share
the show. Listen to all the episodes you can. Tell your friend about it. Tell your mom and them about it. Just Google Business Podcast and follow us on all media. We try to keep things fresh as far as even little posts and stuff. So join the group, do this.
Yeah, Spotify, podcast.
We all be in there like swimwear. But yeah, besides that, either you gonna be good
or you gonna be good at it.
Make sure you're gonna be scary at it tonight. Cause happy Halloween for the Business Podcast. We about this thing. Y'all be good. We love y'all. Take care.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Sign it off.